Hello everyone, this is John from Compass Rose Bushcraft, and today I want to introduce you to a bedroll that I use. That's if the dog doesn't upset the camera. Go on, Lady Sage, go on, come on, up there, come on, go on, up you get, good girl. You lie down, good girl. Seems like whenever I get the camera out, she wants to be in the scene. Anyway, some years ago when I first started canoe camping, I was introduced to a way of camping whereby you put a ground sheet inside of your tent, and when you were done camping in the morning, you would take your mattress and deflate it, put your sleeping bag on top, your clothes and other articles you weren't going to use for the day, fold over the wings of the ground sheet, roll it all up, bind it, and simply slide it in the pack. And it created a fairly waterproof, fairly fast way of cleaning up on the campsite and getting on the road as quickly as possible. Over time, I got more involved with dry bags and stuff sacks and whatnot. But what I found is that it took an awful lot of time to do that. And so when I began to simplify my camping gear and started tarp camping again, I remembered that old way of doing things and wondered if there were options to use maybe a kind of a bivy sack or something along that line that would help to bring back some of those old days and simplify the process. I tried using a sill nylon bivy sack, and what I found is that I got an incredible amount of condensation in it through the night so that I could actually see water between my sleeping bag and the sill nylon. Then I stumbled onto the old canvas bedroll. And I looked around and I found a company in Canada, Deluxewalltents, out of BC, and I'll leave a link to that in the description box. And they make a very simple but very functional old-style bedroll. The bedroll is 4 feet wide and 8 feet long, with an envelope connected by a zipper system that has a closure inside and outside, so you can open and close it from outside or inside. And I started using that in my tarp camping, and it has made a world of difference. The canvas breathes, so I don't get the moisture buildup. It is water resistant, so that in the mornings, even after a heavy rain that has got around my tarp, I find a little bit of water beaded on the canvas, but the canvas not wet, although I suspect if it was in a heavy downpour all by itself without shelter, it might over time become wet. The canvas is a North American made double weave cotton canvas, marine grade, Sunforger treated, so that it is flame retardant and mildew resistant. It is just a wonderful piece of kit. It's slightly heavier than some of the modern equipment, but for its utility and for the things that I now leave behind, I think that more than makes up for it. So let me show you the way in which I set this up for the evening on the campsite under the tarp. I would put the air mattress or my sleeping pad inside of the envelope with my sleeping bag, crawl in, have a good night's sleep. Then in the next day, I bring forward my sleeping stuff out from inside, put it onto the bedroll like so, pile on it the clothes that I'm not using for the day, pants and socks and whatever else is there, the knife I may not be wearing on my hip, my bushcraft knife, my toiletries bag, headlamp, and then, similar to the old pattern, I will simply begin to fold it and roll it. And one of the little innovations to it that I've done is I have a nylon strap that I put inside of it so that I have something to carry it over my shoulder with when I'm done. So I fold it in from the sides, put the nylon strap in, and then begin to roll. And look out there. there, Sage. Rolling all of my kit safely into the middle of it where I know where it is, but this is the kit that I wouldn't be using per se through the day. And then it's all nicely encapsulated so it's safe. And then the bedroll at the top has a lot of extra canvas. That's why it's 8 feet long, so that you can make a single layer around that makes for an overwrap on it. And it has integrated straps so that the bedroll is nicely wrapped up, and you're not going to lose the straps because they're fastened right to the bedroll. Makes a nice neat package. Strap goes under, clips on. Likewise on both ends. There's the bedroll. Then with the nylon strap that I have put through the middle, I will take that, connect it at the other end after untwisting it, put it through the carabiner, and for transporting it around the campsite, or indeed for backpacking if I have kind of my hobo kit where I just have my bedroll and some clothes and maybe a haversack over the other shoulder, as I did on the Pine Trail hiking trail in Algonquin Park. This is the setup. For canoe camping, or where I'm concerned that there may be water seepage in my pack, or there's going to be a heavy downpour, or there's a chance of dumping, I will wrap this in a heavy plastic green garbage bag, which I would have done anyway with other kit, and slide it into my pack. Then, when I get to my campsite, the tarp goes up in just a couple of minutes, and straps get undone, carabiner undone, and the bedroll is unwrapped, ready for another evening and another chance to sleep under the stars and all the relaxation and wonder that is a part of that. Anyway, this is the bedroll made by Deluxewalltents. You can check out the link below if you're interested in this equipment. Now, I'm not sponsored by them, it's just a piece of kit I found and have come to really use well over the last several years. And just thought I would show that to you and review it. Please like, share, and subscribe. This is John from Compass Rose Bushcraft. Thanks for watching.